OKFM 101.7.
Okay, 101.7. Alright, there is Miracle. Aboagye, a member of Dr. Baumia campaign team and our director, local government, office of the president. Honorable Mwaji.
Yeah, but you say you have
Boko now swear.
So, all the device selection is like into no. Like a day.
Yo, na Bakwa.
Mr. Dr. Bamian campaign team. Say the age one of you, yet no. During the primary. Dr. Bamian campaign.
Then yet our baby. Kwana me alaji akwaka ye kama.
See that what with you.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wakasa say 2025 o my tuaba e de man no be president a enka Ghana for madawroma ene mu MPP for so a wo ba betumu no mo ma ne honi mu na kakra na onfa nto ne bo asen hihye ne ma ne ko de we amosia say ne ma no ano odin nse be ogi ne say
oh oni say de bia no no kasane yeka former president Mahama Sama, I keep insisting and I keep telling your listeners, you know, say Omampinda da John Dramani Mahama uni ideas any plans bia Emma the development and the progress of Ghana. The ETA say when we say the one window of opportunity be with respect to the obvious challenges in an aspect of our development as a country, which is the recent past years global economic crisis. Ghana yes so and so basically all he's seeking to do is say all around that he's only reiterating and I say he's rehashing the obvious difficulties and challenges are buying. And Ghana for aware, and then on that basis, ride on the emotions of the people. Now, or the baby mind in him. But say on one casapa, between I can say, on my way, and how about quite a woman, ye went free when they say, exchange rate in seminal 2022. A Dane Kakra, Emma Hunsen by a bassa, into me bar. See, I'm doing talk with you. Now, between me making sure say, exchange rate in some seminal, a day is since in the city, and then say na MPP for a year. But me sure the omo na media no me see me the befa kwan way so me this no be better than omo dia no. Me nyim say what is with this anko that. And see me, I'm not surprised say the more all campaign no, the more na dream pon nkasa de wona come manga sankasa no e pf no so I say yes bro from you say bibisa the abundance of the abundance of heart to say the abundance of the heart no ne pf no oh
de ahye akomemu ne pf ano
because you see bakwame on my year you know to say we've had a very difficult economic challenges just as the United States, just as the UK, just as Germany, just as all countries in the world have had, and we are recovering. Bia the strategies at work we recover. In the year 2022 or so, UK, within 6 months, no master prime minister is there 3 times or thereabouts. And I mean, they've had a lot of economic reforms trying to recover and gain where it is that they were pre-COVID and pre-Russia Ukraine. Sana mind be no. And it's a one I'm now so about the say hobos. Yanto abamon. Na say untumi nkan say say me ba say ni na me ne mo ka say say wo di kan kra say asay kokko e ka de say aboye kokko say wo no wo di tu mu say oha na da wo no wo ni hu ni ya no. Na mum wo ba ye ma wani mun kakra na fa call round now only a fan to adwin nanya solution for my then what are you coming to do? then why should we vote for you? Why should we make you the president of the republic? And the other thing that you know what to see and the one person over the honeymoon. Yet so between 2017 and 2020, almost every single economic indicator was improved, way improved beyond what we met in 2017. Then out of nowhere, nobody anticipated, we encountered COVID. And I recover from COVID, global supply chain frustration, disruption from the Russia-Ukraine war. Yet, yen deserve honeymoon. Yen deserve a breathing space. They are resolving challenges. Obiaji to say, Ishaya Quintifi. Nemo Wodie. Wono Unkahe. One tray and Koya Befaso obey if you're holding. Wodi and say, Yantuma na Oba. Yema space, near my any honeymoon. Na foko round. Na beji agent free a ho. Na fabeti show my no. Senior, I keep telling you, say, hey. And I'm sure the Ghanaians will listen. This is the first time we are experiencing the NDC in this manner. In the year 2008, say you. When we are global economic crunch, Wall Street situation in 2008, I had a crisis by our President Kofonso Beshia Kakrano. Say the NDC for a they never professed a single solution. All they did was to ride on the obvious challenges, and break the emotions of the people to get into power. They are maintaining that John Dramani Mahama they couldn't fix any of the issues or the challenges they claimed they were. Rather, they even worsened it. Into by the time of 2016, then the many are worse. And that's exactly what former President John Mahama is telling Ghanaians. Say, only solution, or the idea. In fact, he doesn't even appreciate the situation we find ourselves in. Nemo, Yantomano, Noba, Yaman, acquiring on to the boss and no appreciate the situation. No need a bedding como and say when your solution. Yes, say, oh, yeah, but I mean, who did tell me fee? Say, Obiso Bema on Toma. So, what's the question of Bema on Toma? Kennedy, Alamboa. What's the question of Mount Toma, Kennedy? Nipana, or say, or catch and say, or ye Messiah. Now saying, or see, is the salvation for the people of Ghana, or your bar. Even though he's claiming we have a crisis, he's saying there's a challenge and we have an urgent crisis. In the midst of the crisis, he wants a honeymoon before he's able to get a solution for us. Former President Mahama has nothing to offer Ghanaians. Whatever he can do for us, he's done it, and there's nothing else he can do. And I'm sure the Ghanaians are watching and they are listening.
Yo, Nanya, Mamimrai. He says, John Dramani Mahama Sakabu. Say, well, bar. Assemblyman for no. A Juma woman, you know, as soon. Over to your mocha. Anya be 1,000 at the end of every month, dear. What the Bema? Na, who why municipal chief executive da. And I was a year director local government. Now, can say Sikakura office of the president, about 2 billion Ghana citizens. You bet me a Timubi, so mine at the area. Now, local government act, one more bet me as a scrum, na a timidia a sardine. And come away at all saying,
is it mean more to former President John Dramani Mahama for when it comes to campaign here? And you see, first of all, he doesn't even appreciate the situation the country is in. And all he's doing is on a man no TT. It is what they say media houses, journalists are complaining. No, be some say, we do saying, oh, we are 2,000, you can be mentioned to Obama and without really analyzing the situation and appreciating the situation on the ground. Senior, what kind of local governance act now? Assembly members, they are supposed to be paid. It's in the act. Presiding members, they are supposed to be paid. It's in the act. District chief executives, they are supposed to be paid. It's in the act. But what kind of act now? You would realize that Embrani are very clear. Embrani say, district chief executive, you know, what is that? 3 categories here, making forming assembly, no, and the district chief executive, the assembly member, and then the presiding member. What kind of act now? All of these people are emoluments in some acts. But the act is clear. Act and also, senior, it was passed under former President John Dramani Mahama. Act 936, it was passed in 2016 when he was president, when there were assembly members. Act and say the emolument of the district chief executive shall be charged on the consolidated fund. A year, the presiding member, the emolument shall be determined by the assembly now. No woman. Now assembly now etia presiding member neka. And I don't know what he means by they will be paid. The assembly members, in fact, there are some assemblies that offer for phone after denta, for phone after a lot of the assemblies. Some of the assemblies are already paying their assembly members.
Oh, okay.
Every month, because it's already in the law. Now let me explain what's happening to you. What's happening? What if say?
I want brand new dada.
Oh, I want brand new acting.
Oh,
I want acting. Say what is happening right now? They say assemblies don't have multiple sources of funding. Internally generated fund, and a central fund. She said this assembly common fund, and then grants and donations. Now assembly now kasa na on one budget. Assembly now and yet a buying from Accra in a quiet budget and my assembly. Assembly now every year extra prepare more budget. Normal your more annual action plan. In the budget they have their emolument for almost staff within the assembly. Any BBR emolument in BBR is there. It's in the budget. For assemblies that can afford, see number 20 you. For assemblies that can afford, and they think say Omusika Betsono, Omutuyom assembly members in the camp.
Okay.
We assembly, we are members of the assembly. Makwa Kwatinase, Master Semuti Afiwe no. Yesika yes, but ye be in our internally generated fund. Ebia 10 million. 10 million no. Ye move 5 million. Ebe tia dying. Ye move 2-3 million. Ebe tia ye staff or more ye IDF no so to say security guards all kind of stuff are your former assembly hono. More asumbe to be decided said the Bekano. Yeah, assembly members no Bosumi be a mom 200 Ghana cedis. There is no law that bars any assembly from doing that. There is no law that bars any assembly. But you see, what the former president is recommending, meaning exactly what he means, and maybe he should clarify. Because it is clear in the law. And there are assemblies in Ghana today who are paying. What some of the assemblies will say, they only pay allowances on quarterly basis. Some too pay monthly. Only committee certain allowances. Any assembly certain allowances. It is okay to assembly members. And this point, I am very passionate about it because we cannot throw our democracy and everything we are doing into disarray. Me, I'm an advocate of decentralization. And the true decentralization would not support central or centralized payments of assembly members. What the true decentralization would support would be fiscal decentralization for the districts to be able to pay the assemblies by themselves. That is what decentralization will support. The true decentralization would support proper fiscal decentralization where the assemblies are empowered to be financially viable so that out of their own resources, they plan and they're able to raise and generate resources to pay their assembly members like other assemblies are doing already in Ghana.
Okay.
And what we are fighting for as a country is not for government of Ghana to come and place assembly members on Control and Accountant General's Department payroll when we're already struggling. At the moment, the country is paying using over 60% of Yesika to pay salary.
Sure.
So the idea is not to. Yes, we are advocating for assembly members to receive some stabilized form of emolument, but the idea is not to bring them back to controller. The idea is that let's strengthen the fiscal decentralization. And the fiscal decentralization is that what is due the assemblies, send it to them. When they receive that money, and empower them to be able to generate a lot of the local resources. And then when they generate it, let them pay themselves. Maybe if you are not. Your assembly member be taking decisions. Or no, as an assembly member, senior to you. Or as an assembly member. his decisions and his thinking and everything is only related to Clote Kwale.
Sanity.
In fact, he doesn't care about what is happening to the next district. It is only what is happening within his district. And see, what rights, what mandate is there for me, Mina Michia taxes for Adentano? A crime ben are buying for to say, the Mimitia taxes are, Yafas are tax, no, and Kotria will be on who take a decision for Clote Kwale.
Okay.
How does his decision in Clote Kwale affect me in Adenta?
No.
So you see, it is not the same as a member of parliament. The member of parliament is making laws for the whole country. So if the member of parliament is being paid from the consolidated fund, it is justifiably so. Because member of parliament, the actions and the decisions, they affect you across the country. But the Clote Kwale assembly member, his decisions, actions and inactions, in fact, it can be detrimental to me. Because he can take decisions that protects only his area.
Yeah, and certain bylaws be near the ADB.
Yes, other pass bylaws be near there, which is only selfish to his jurisdiction. It doesn't come to my area.
Okay.
So all you can do is say, I'm running say you have a certain percentage of your taxes amount from the common fund. So we share of the common fund and every year taxes man and the edge to say assembly you can decide to use some to pay your staff and assembly members. That is your decision. But that's what you here. That is your decision. That's why you can take that decision when you are developing your annual action plan and your budget. It is your decision. Because how can be a bicycle or did any percentage when you have assemblies in say also on mine sikano on mine revenue near from minerals near oil near diano more mine and see more assembly no more saying sa share no be drew ha and not know who to take a decision how to be here one assembly members can no it's going to be completely erroneous. Say Rebecca say yeah the on mine consolidated fund now me and me take a decision I take you Samra boy and family hono. Yet the million years can kutia Samra boy assembly member. No one taking decisions are a selfish to one jurisdiction. It doesn't add up. So really I think that former president is only making promises because what is assembly member say Munjaeka is a good call. We all support it. But the model and the structure for paying assembly members is not to come and commit another cost on the consolidated fund. But it is to improve the physical decentralization, which is sending the right resources, getting the assemblies to generate the right resources, so that they can pay their assembly members. In the year 2012, Kofa NDC manifesto, payment of assembly members was in the budget, was in the manifesto of the NDC. This same former President Mahama was president for 4 years. I don't know, but this our president 4 years, no, that promise, no, one fulfill it. Now, and then no opposition, or yes, I promise. He will not fulfill it because he had the chance and he never did it. And he knows very well, say, it will be a great disservice to decentralization if he tries to centralize payment of assembly members.
Okay. Medasi Anobey.
Medasi Senior.
There's a Medasi Pa Honorable Dennis Miracle Aboagye and your nature commono.
OKFM 101.7.